Today, it's Madden NFL football. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Joe Flacco and the Cleveland Browns versus Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
Now from the banks of Lake Erie, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
The secret to his game and his success? Incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet it before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they're going to be hard to beat each and every ball game.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Tua. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Open man, that's Tillman. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Flacco from the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
28-yard gain. And the Dolphins first down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Looking to pass. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
That connection seemed to work out okay on the first play of the drive. Why not go right back to it? And once again, this defense is left without an answer as they surrender back-to-back first downs.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Play action. Now it's Tua. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Browns' 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down at a yard. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this down inside the 35. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Dolphins are going to get a first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They will start this drive with Ford. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
2nd down and 4. Flacco. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. His first catch good for 8 and a first down. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating off play action, Flacco. A short one there, caught by Swain. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
They went to their big body tight end on 2nd down in hopes that he could plow his way to a first down. But they were ready for him defensively and ended up holding him to a modest gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. This is Ford. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Miami set to take over. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5. Achane here, they stay on the ground. Powering forward. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. On 2nd down, a run by Achane. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
First down, Miami.
Ready, team, let's go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6. Here's Tua. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards down the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Dolphins first down.
Go ahead.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Cleveland offense making their way out. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. He'll get this complete to Tillman. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Flacco. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Second and a couple. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. To pass, Flacco. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Passing play, Flacco. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Flacco. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Tua going to throw.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield.
Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
52 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now it's Flacco.
Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now Flacco. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. They run with Ford. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Check back 11, check back 11. Here we go. Hey, check back 11, check back 11.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. This will be caught. Judy. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hey, check back 11,
Flacco. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Cedric Tillman from 10 yards out. And the Browns get a bit closer.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
44, ready. 22, set time, fellas, let's set time. Check.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Short throw to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
This 2nd and 4.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's Hill, complete.
And Hill is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line.
And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Tua now on 1st down.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating out of the gun. Flacco. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On first down, Flacco.
Right back to Njoku.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. On the ground, it's Ford. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Flacco. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Flacco looks to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. Over the middle to Smith. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Now Tua. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Achane.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Achane.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
And they'll give this to Achane.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for first. From the gun, it's Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. 80 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Go ahead. Go.
In motion is Westbrook Akina. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give, running right, Achane. And able to get this to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 8. Looking to pass, Tua. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Open man, that's Tillman.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Throwing here on 1st down, Flacco. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 1st downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Flacco. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. He's got Njoku over the middle.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now back to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there, a 12-yard loss on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. It's Ford. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 18.
And off to Achane to begin the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7, and the Dolphins 1st down.
44, ready. 18.
A run now from Achane.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Second down and 8. Here's Achane.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here's Achane.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7.
Check, 59, 59. Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Flacco here on 2nd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Check back 11, check back 11. Off the screen, off the screen, off the screen, off the screen, off the screen.
To pass, Flacco. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go pass again with Flacco. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Passing play, Flacco. This is the tight end, Njoku. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
First and 10 here for Flacco.
He'll get this complete to Tillman.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Here's Flacco. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Once more, it's Flacco. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Cedric Tillman
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Down to a knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it. So it's a win for the Dolphins here, and it was a strong performance by Tua that helped lead the way.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.